You know, things have come a long way since I took that first step outside of the vault. I've impacted this place a whole lot more than I ever expected. I went from a frozen man from the past to a wanderer of the Commonwealth. I was challenged by this weird new world, and somehow I became Elder of the Brotherhood of Steel now. I now lead an army of soldiers and some of the most advanced power armor that this waste has to offer, from the old world and the new. These soldiers patrol the Commonwealth with some of the best laser weapons that it has as well. You know, the mere visual presence of this military force causes danger to stay at bay and the peace just to be upheld. But they aren't the only military force. The Minutemen also patrol these streets. But you know what? The Minutemen didn't come here in a floating ship like the Parade one. No, they originated here. While the mission of the Brotherhood of Steel was to procure technology from the Commonwealth, or at least that's what it was under Max's leadership, I changed that. The mission of the Minutemen is different. It's to help people at the minute's notice. But ever since I became General of the Minutemen, I've noticed one thing. Many don't trust the Minutemen. They think that they're a joke and ineffective. But you know what? I've made it my personal mission to change that. We've liberated settlements from raiders and super mutants, even feral ghouls. And you know what? I'm proud to see that the settlements that we've helped liberate flourish from a small group of people just barely hanging in there to a sprawling, ever-growing town. But while many people have seen the fruits of our small yet very important victories, we haven't had a defining battle to show our military force. You know, we want to show that it's capable of going toe-to-toe with the Brotherhood of Steel. And you know what? We now have our chance. I was led and tricked into making my way into an old amusement park west of the Commonwealth called NUKE World. This place isn't fun at all. It's a city overtaken by raiders, and they're trying to run it like a business. But raiders don't work. They take what they want. So they've turned to one of humanity's most shameful mistakes in history: slavery. So after being led through their obstacle course like a lab rat, I was forced into a scheme to try to overthrow their overboss by taking him over in combat. After that, they gave me the new option of becoming their new overboss. But I only did it to gain their trust and honestly some breathing room. I don't want them following me everywhere. I wanted to walk around freely. But I've had enough time to walk around and see what they do over there. And to no surprise, they barely like each other. They're constantly scheming to take over each other from the shadows of their own truths. You got a group of raiders that call themselves the Pack, basing their attire and their hierarchy like the animal kingdom. Their leader, Mason, considers himself the alpha of the pack. Then you got the disciples who care for one thing, that's killing. I've seen their lair, and I was just blown away by how they walk amidst hanging corpses and troughs of blood. They're just bloodthirsty, unnecessarily bloodthirsty. And finally, you've got the operators, and unfortunately, they're the most civilized of all of them, if you will. They resemble more of a mafia type of group. They're a hell lot more organized than the others, at least. And these three groups constantly patrol the streets of their weird little business. And the poor slaves have to constantly be on their toes in the fear of the raiders. Most were tricked in there. None of them asked to be slaves. And raiders do all of this for just one thing. The one thing that it always is. Money. Why do people somehow always repeat history? I'm not going to stand for this. It's time. The Minutemen will go to NUKE World and get rid of these bitches. It's time that people see that the Minutemen aren't just bodyguards or farmers. The raiders killed so many innocent people. It's now their turn to die. Willingly or not. Every minute that passes, they keep breathing. And every breath that they take is on a countdown. They've brought people into their world and hurt them. And you know what? Now their world shall know pain.
神羅天聖
「
悪転生
Last night we went to war with the raiders. This morning they're all gone. It was an unbelievable victory for us. We had the expected injuries, but you know what? 0 deaths. We completely overwhelmed them. Now the slaves are just traders now. The market will be a huge center for trade, for miles and miles. The Minutemen and I will begin to explore the park here and keep cleaning things out. We'll see what we can scrap together and get running again, and maybe we can get this place to do what it was meant for originally. It's just to make people forget their problems, even for a day, and just laugh and enjoy themselves. If the tech we find here doesn't work and needs some kind of repairs, I'll send over some scribes and technicians from the Brotherhood of Steel. But this victory isn't for them. This victory belongs to the Minutemen. We have a train that connects the Commonwealth over here to expand commerce this way. This place will change. This place will finally bring joy. And you know what? Maybe it's a stupid dream, but people never thought that we'd kick out the raiders. But for now, we'll do what we do best. Rebuild and help. And now people will know that we are the Minutemen, and we are here to defend at a minute's notice.